Hi guys, I'm Alan from Optical Media. On today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the whole process how you could start making t-shirt at home for your family, for friends, even for you to sell, okay? Using your inkjet printer. As you can see here, I'm using the Epson Workforce 7710 and I have the printer for over 8 or 9 months now. Okay, and the reason why I went and bought a printer was because I was able to print 11 by 17, 13 by 19. You can pretty much print in any sizes, okay, and you can print on both sides. And I also print like stock cards because I'm also do postcard, business card, and greeting cards. So I was able to do that with no problem with the Epson Workforce 7710. And one thing I want you guys to remember: if you start making t-shirts, you need to know why you're doing it for, who you're doing it for. Okay, if it's just something you doing it for your friends, your family, like I said, it's okay. But if you plan on selling, you have to approve, and the best way for you to approve is just get you a refillable ink cartridge, and you can also buy the CISS system, the continuous ink supply system, and you buy some good inks, and then you're good to go. That's only if you plan on selling. Okay, this is the best way. Buy you a refillable ink cartridge, a CISS system, and buy some good inks, some good pigment inks, and then you're good to go. And I also have a video on my channel how you can set up the CISS system, and I have a video the difference between the CISS system and the refillable ink cartridges. Okay, I can also put the link on my description if you want to check those videos out. Okay, and this is pretty much what I want to say about the printer. And I just did a small project. It's just a couple weeks ago on May 18, the Haitian Flag Day. As you can see on the wall, this is what I was able to get with using my Epson Workforce 7710. And I also have a Silhouette Camera 3. We're gonna talk about this maybe on my next video. Okay, that's pretty much it. So, and I did pretty good on selling, and that's why I'm like, you know what, I think this is something I want to do, and that's something I want to keep doing. So I want to share with you guys, and I have a couple ones too here. Okay, so this is what I was able to do with the printer, and I didn't have to do any color settings. As you can see here, everything just come out just the way the printer set up. All right, you don't have to fight with no color setting for you to get, you know, a good picture quality. All right, and I'm gonna also show you guys the paper that I use to make those t-shirts. Okay, so we're gonna get going. We're gonna go in the computer. All right guys, so now I'm in the computer. What you're looking here, this is my Silhouette Camera 3 cutting machine softwares. Okay, this is what I use to cut my images and pretty much everything else. So what you do, you go to File, Open, and then you select images. All right, and then press OK, and then right here. All right, I don't want to do too much shortcut because I don't want to confuse you guys. So right after you select the images, so what you do, you go on Pinos, and then you go down on Trace, and then you go on the right hand side here. You see what it say, select trace area. You click on it, and then you come back here, and then you just select the images. All right, so see how everything turn yellow. So if it doesn't turn yellow and you see you're missing something, what you do, you just go on the side here. You see what it say, threshold, and then you just add a little bit more to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 81. You don't have to do that all the time. All right, so you just stay there unless if something is missing here on the yellow part, everything is not yellow, and then you could go ahead and add to it. Okay, so when you come down here, there's two different trace. There's trace and there's trace outer edge. All right, so I'm choosing the trace outer edge. See, so everything is already cut here. All right, everything is cut. So if I move it, you can see there's two different one here. So here, this is what the my cutting machine gonna cut, the red line here. All right, so that's what I want to get cut. I don't want the whole images to cut. So you could go back here. You don't want to keep trying to put it back in there, you know what I'm saying? So what you do, you just go on top here and then you just undo move, and then it went back here again. So what you do, you just select both of them, and then you press the right side of the mouse and you just go down to group, and it's like, see, so they come together. All right, so it's pretty, that's it. Now you done the first part of trace. That's the first one you do. So that's the main one you're gonna have to do pretty much the most. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the second way you could trace images. All right, that's the first one. So we're gonna leave this one here, and then we're gonna open a different pages, another pages here. So it's pretty much the same thing you did in the first one. You go here on file, open, and then you select images. So I'm gonna select the same images. Okay, so what you do here, you go on panels here on top, and then you go down on trace. All right, so you go here, select trace area, and then you click on it, and then you select the trace. You trace your images right here. Like I said, if it's not yellow enough, you could just go here, put it up, you know, put it down, but I can always leave it as like the normal. I don't want to add to it, so I'm leaving it normal. All right, so before I had choose the trace outer edge, so I'm not choosing that anymore, just to show you the second way you could trace your images. So I'm choosing the first one here, the trace. All right, see, it's already traced, it's already cut here. But if you move it, if I move it, you see how it is. So you see the whole thing is traced, so I don't want that. But one thing you could do, the second way, another way you could try here, you see how it is. So all you do, you click on it. All right, and then after you click on it, you click the right side of the mouse, and then you go down to offset, and you click offset, and then see there's two images. So it's like a 2-in-1. So what you do, you take the middle one off. You click in the middle one, and then you take it off. All right, so you put it on the side, and then what you do next, you see right here. So can you see those little marks in here? Those one here, you don't wanna, you know, print or cut the images with those things here. So you could take that off by click on it, click the right side of the mouse, and then you go down to release compound path, and then you click on it. You see how it is? See what it showed you? So now I can go ahead and take those one off, so I don't have to give my cutting machine too much work to do, and I just go ahead and delete them. Okay, so I just took this off, you know what I'm saying, and then right after I done take them off, I took the original images and I just put it inside of it. Okay, so you just put it inside of it, and then right after everything is inside here, and then you just go ahead and select both of them, and then you click the right side of the mouse again, and then you click on group. See right here, see everything is grouped. So now when you're ready to cut, so like I told you, it's just gonna cut the red line here. All right, so that's the second way you can trace your images. All right, so we're gonna go back in the first one that I showed you. All right, so just to keep it going, so right, everything's traced already. So what you do now, you go on top here where they say page setup. All right, so you go down here on size. So you got to make sure you choose the size that you're gonna print the images on. So I go down, I'm gonna choose the regular size of paper, the letter paper, the A4 ones. All right, so as you can see here, there's portrait and there's landscape. So I choose the landscape one, make it a little bigger. All right, so right after I done this here, so this, as you can see, you see page setup, you see the grind setting, and you also see the registration line. And if you put the mouse on top of it, you don't know what is it, just put the mouse on top here, and then it will show you what is it. So here you go to the registration line, and you click on the registration line, and then you go down on style. You say now it's off, so make sure you turn that on here on top one. Okay, you click, see how that one here, so that's where your image, like the black, you see the black line here and the black spot here. So that's what gonna, don't let your images reach out the black line and the black spot here. So what you do, you just go try to make it like size. But if you feel like it's too small, your images is too small, so there's one thing you can do. You go back here, you see where they say advanced option, and then you click on it and you go down. So that's gonna give you option to make the size of your images a little bigger. But don't touch the first one here. You got like 4 of them, 1 2 3 4. Don't touch the first one, and you go in the second one. All right, and then you put it up, you put it down to 394. The second one, the third one, 394. The fourth one, 394. And then see, now you got more space to just, you know, get your image a little, put it a little bigger. All right, so like I told you, do not let your images go outside the red line. Even on top here, don't put it up here, because you don't want to reach where the black line and the black spot here. So that's your registration line where the image is gonna cut it. So you just make sure you put it just close a little bit, and you just go down here, make it a little bigger. So we're good now. So I could do a little bit more open in here. Okay, so here we are. So we done. Now I'm ready to print. Okay, so whenever I'm ready to load my images on the cutting machine, it's already know which part that need to be cut and what size that's gonna be cut. All right, so this is done here. So now I'm ready to print. So I just go here, file, and then print. See, everything is already set, and the quality, you can be normal or best, because I always leave mine on best. And then here we are. So go ahead and print your images. So we're gonna go to the printer. Alright guys, so now ready to print. So I'm loading up my papers so you guys can see the paper that I'm using. It's the 3G Jet opaque papers. Okay, like I told you, this is the best paper in the market right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it inside. Alright, so we're done printing. So as you can see here, this is the images. As you can see, the registration line is on the paper. You see the black spot in here and the black line in here. So this is the images. So I'm about to go ahead and load it on my cutting machine, my Silhouette Camera 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and load it, and so you guys can see. So we're gonna turn the, so I gotta get my cutting mat. So this is my cutting mat. So I'm gonna go ahead and load the paper on my cutting mat. Okay. So here we are. So just load it. Load. Now we're back in the computer, and as you can see here, so right after you're done loading your images under the cutting machine, so what you do, you go in the corner, you see where it says sent, and then you send your images. So when you get here, as you can see, the images or the red line around it, so that's what's going to cut. All right, nothing else. So you see how you see all the red line is around the images over here. So that's what's going to cut. And then you go back here in the corner here. So you look for material. So right now it's set up on heat transfer smooth. So you go down and you're gonna have to look for image transfer paper. So whatever you cut, your option is up here. And then you don't have to set up your blade or anything, because right after you click on what the material you're cutting, and then your blade is changing. So let's look for image transfer paper. So right now, if you look here, you see it's on 2, because earlier I was cutting heat transfer smooth. So it's on 2. So let's go ahead and choose for image transfer paper. Alright, so I'm just gonna show you how. Alright, here we are. So here, So you see how the blade is going on 4, from 2 to 4, because I'm cutting a heavy paper, something that was thicker than the vinyl I was cutting. So you see how the blade went from 2 to 4. All right, so you don't have to do anything else. Right after you're done there, you don't have to do anything else. Just change your material and then you'll be good. So as you can see down here, the camera 3 is ready, and then boom, and then you just go ahead and send how it is. You can see I said mirrored, or you said how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and send how it is, and then boom. Alright, see how it is, and then what you have to do, since everything cut, here we are. So I just done cutting my images, as you can see here. Alright, so all you had to do next, you just gotta, you know, take it off the mat, take it off the cutting mat easily, and then you gotta take the white background in the back of it. So you just gotta try to peel it on the side. Okay, there you go. Alright, and then you just peel the white background in the back of it. But what I want you guys to know, there is 2 kind of papers. Okay, there's a paper for white t-shirts and there's one for dark colored t-shirts. Alright, so this paper here, the 3G opaque, if you cut it just the way I just cut it, you could also use it for white and dark. Okay, so right here, if you know what I mean, if you cut it just the way I just cut it, you do not need white or dark papers. You can use the dark for white and color t-shirts. Okay, so now we're ready to press. Alright, here we are. As you can see here, I have my heat press on. Temperature is supposed to be 350. Okay, got my design, and I'm also using the aluminum foil. So make sure you subscribe for more videos so I could tell you guys why. Alright, so I'm adding up my vinyl. Okay, make sure it's sitting right in the middle. So when you're done, make sure you check the left and check the right, so it could be the same measure. Put the Teflon sheet on, and we're going to press for 5 seconds. Okay, take it off, release the Teflon sheet, and we release the plastic off the vinyl, and we're going to add a second vinyl so it could be complete the textures. Alright, so I'm also will make another video if you guys want to know how to make textures using 2 different vinyl. Alright, put the Teflon sheet back on there, and we're going to release the aluminum foil so we could add more pressure. Okay, we're gonna press for 10 seconds. Okay, so put up and then take the plastic off again, and then I'm going to put it back on. The reason why I'm putting them back on is because I want everything to press under the same temperature. Since I have my vinyl on and I have my design on, you know what I'm saying, so I want everything to press under the same temperature. So press for 10 seconds. Right, you just can see the smoke coming out of it, and here we go, and we have a t-shirt. That's pretty much it. So make sure you subscribe on my channel for more videos. Alright, so like I said, I will show you guys what kind of heat press that I'm using, how to make textures using 2 different vinyl. Alright, so make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.